Absolute Wealth. Real investors, real results.
Hey everybody, this is John Carter with Absolute Wealth, and want to take a look at the market. It's just been a roller coaster here, but it's been unwinding so far, at least how I thought it would be. But it's certainly, compare this trend here, right, to this trend here, and this one's been a lot more on this side. It's actually a pretty clean trend, but it's been a lot more volatile on the way up. This was just kind of like, wow. This is the only scare, and it became a buying opportunity. And right now, all weakness essentially is a buying opportunity. At this point, because of today's action, I'm actually looking for this market to go now to 1,400 on the S&Ps. And believe it or not, one thing that I thought was incredibly bullish yesterday was Apple's earnings. Okay, and I know that probably sounds preposterous. Preposterous. Sorry, I'm in Chicago. Very little sleep last night. I'm up here teaching a 3-day workshop on trading options, and for some reason I can't get my vocabulary correct. So why would I think that Apple's earnings were bullish? Well, obviously the stock got destroyed. We all know that. But guess what? The stock market didn't crater. The stock market actually, the S&Ps actually ended up slightly higher on the day. So here we are, the biggest market cap stock gets a 5% haircut, but the S&Ps actually edge up on the day. Okay, that's very bullish. It tells you that the overall market is actually still very strong internally. Okay, and if we come back over here and we take a look at this, we can see, and these moves typically happen in threes. We got 1, 2, 3 legs down, kind of bottomed out here a little bit, and bam. And at this point, shorts are going to be taken out to the woodshed and shot. Okay, so what are some things here that have made life interesting? Well, the euro had a big bounce today. Some news kind of coming out of Europe, but at this point, it's just showing the resilience, as I've talked about before. The banks are not going to let the world fail, and they're going to be coming out and just kind of doing whatever they can to kind of save the markets. Okay, gold here is popping up a little bit. Believe it or not, I'm actually not expecting gold to take off here. I still think it's too early. I think this is an opportunity to actually sell gold. Okay, and I know that may be blasphemous for some of you, because I am a big believer in gold bullion in appreciating higher for the long term. Okay, and I've got gold bullion, I've got silver bullion. I'm a big believer that you've got to have that. However, the way gold moves, okay, it ebbs and flows. And here you saw the huge kind of the panic run up, and gold still has some time to digest here before it starts making its next big move. Okay, and what I want to look at for tonight, Amazon has earnings after the bell, so this will kind of help determine the markets as well. You can see since the last earnings, it's traded in a big consolidation range. So I think today's earnings will be very, very interesting just to see how they are. And by the way, I don't make earnings bets. What I do is I sell premium. For those of you that trade options, what I do is I sell, typically in this case, $20 wide. So I'm selling the $240 call options and buying the 245s as protection. Okay, and then I'm selling the $190 puts and buying the 185s as protection. For those of you that trade options, what this is known as an iron condor. Okay, and as long as Amazon's movement stays contained between these two strikes, you get your max profit on the trade in one day. So I'm looking at that one. And for Facebook, kind of the same thing, except I think Facebook is going to be headed lower. Okay, hope that helps. You guys have a fantastic trading day, and we'll see you at the next update.